It's said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In the case of an Arizona man, a 2,000-mile journey down the Yukon River begins with a single paddle.
This man is set to embark on a solo journey that will take him from Canada through Alaska before flowing into the Bering Sea. Anita Roman and photographers Brian Kay and Joe Tillman show us how he's preparing for the journey of a lifetime.
Art Huseonica knew when the time was right, he would face his next adventure.
I've been out on many adventures in my lifetime. I've set several records. I've set records on the Arizona Trail. I've set a modern era record on the Amazon River. And now I'm heading up to the Yukon.
At 71 years old, this great Arizonan explorer is going to paddle the frigid and remote river. The mighty Yukon, a unique and dangerous excursion, a trip he will attempt all on his own.
I'm going to do it alone this year because it's really tough to find an expedition teammate. This is a dangerous expedition. It's a long expedition, and somebody that would come along with me would have to leave their family, leave their friends for about 2.5 months to make this entire expedition of 2,020 miles over 2 months long.
COVID forced an international border closure in 2020 when Art first planned the trip with a partner, and then again in 2021. But Art never bailed on his dream and stayed the course.
The route I'm going to pick going down through the Yukon Flats is I'll look for the strongest water flow going ahead. But I know that's not always a good indication, and I'll have to rely on local resources too. The expectation is to expect the unexpected. I researched the river, I've researched the peoples in a territory, only to a certain point though, because if I knew everything that was going to happen around every bend and every day, where's the adventure in that? I love excitement coinciding with my adventure. An adventure is the unexpected and dealing with challenges.
Learning about the territory and the people is part of what Art says he looks forward to the most. And while he will tackle this trip solo, he won't be alone.
I got several First Nations people in the Yukon paddling with me, and also in Alaska. Alaska Natives are going to be paddling with me, and nobody in modern recorded history has invited First Nations or Alaska Natives to join them on a major expedition like this.
That includes Coralie Johns. She was born and raised in Whitehorse, Yukon. For the past 18 years, she has worked in the fish and wildlife and natural resources field and holds a current position as a communications liaison for the Council of Conservation and Fisheries. She's looking forward to paddling with Art.
I've grown up here. I've never taken the time to paddle even from Whitehorse to Dawson City. And I've always wanted to do that.
Art trains 6 days a week. At least one day is spent paddling on the water on 3 different lakes in Arizona: Lake Pleasant, Lake Watson, and right here, Lake Willow.
I'm afraid of getting old. I'm afraid of sitting down. I'm afraid of dying. I constantly push myself. When I get up in the morning, I have to have something to do. I have to have an adventure to look forward to.
While it is spring and the Yukon will be thawing from the winter freeze, temperatures will vary from 30 to 60 degrees. Art is prepared to withstand wind, rain, even snow if he has to.
My most dangerous aspect of the expedition is the water. It's glacier, snow melt water, and it's going to be extremely cold, especially for the first half of the expedition. So if I tip over, I need to get to shore within 3 minutes before my body shuts down.
Paddling brings Art peace. The Yukon will bring the unknown. The river will guide him to remote villages. It will challenge him physically and mentally. But Art says once he conquers it, the Yukon will be a chapter in his book, a moment in time never to be forgotten. Anita Roman, Fox 5 News.
Art is already in Canada and is set to begin his journey down the mighty Yukon tomorrow.
Wow, he will be recording and documenting his entire trip. If you want to follow along, we've got a link on our website, fox10phoenix.com. We wish him well.